Welcome everybody to part 54 of Majora's Mask, and it's endgame time, folks. We have saved every giant from all the temples, we've gotten all the items, and we've gotten all the masks, and yeah, covered every ground of Termina, and we've helped everybody. Now make sure we have a red ribbon to next to everyone's, and yeah, we did it. Everything that we need to accomplish is accomplished, so let's go skip around to around 11:30. And yep. We've been here before. The first time as a Deku scrub waiting for the clock to strike midnight. I'm waiting for the clock to strike midnight. Alright. Yep. And of course, as previously seen, we see the clock tower doors open up. And I believe this is actually happened about 50 videos ago. I mean, we first saw this, I believe, in part 4. Wow. It's just coincidence, folks. It's just plain old coincidence. Yeah. Alright. Let's go do this. Let's confront Skull Kid again. Of course, we've seen this scene before, although there are notable differences. 1, Link is not a Deku scrub. And 2, the Skull Kid does not have the ocarina. And 3, we pretty much know the result of their conversation. The moon will come crashing down. And of course, yeah, we've really grown since we started this game. I mean, now we have weapons. We now have powerful masks at our disposal. So, once again, the Skull Kid will summon the moon towards us. So, what to do at this point? What to do? What shall we use on him? Well, what you want to do here is get out your ocarina and play the Oath of Order. Yes, it's this song that the first giant taught us after we defeated Woodfall Temple. And of course, by playing the song at this point in time, we get a bunch of rumbling that's not caused by the moon. And then, of course, we hear the giant roar, and then the Skull Kid will start to lose it. Because, yeah, they're coming. And of course, it'll lead into this epic scene, so enjoy. Alright! It's over! We stopped the moon from falling. Well, technically the 4 giants did, but Link called them. He called them to this spot when the time came. So yeah, we did it! We saved Termina from a disaster that was coming cycle after cycle. Now we can get the Majora's Mask from the Skull Kid, give it back to the Happy Mask Salesman, and we can leave this place. Justice has been served. Yay! Nobody's gonna die. Hooray! Alright, folks. Well, I hope you enjoyed this game. I certainly had fun playing it. I mean, there were certain trouble spots that this game, like the, well, there were trouble spots, but yeah, it was a fun game. And what's going on here? Wait a second. What the? Majora's Mask is alive? What? Well, we're not done yet, folks. Majora's Mask is alive. He has been using the Soul Kid as a puppet and pretty much threw him away like garbage. And yeah, as we can see here, Majora activates some kind of transportation beam that takes it straight to the moon. And then, of course, the moon comes alive. And it's going to pretty much finish the job it started. It's going to try and collide with the planet. It's going to cause the destruction we've been trying so hard to stop. Hey. But thankfully the Giants are holding the moon at bay, but they seem to be struggling. And of course, Tal suggests we go start a new cycle, but that won't make any difference this time because this will happen again. And Link knows it, so he is going to go follow Majora's Mask up to the moon. So yeah, apparently Majora's Mask has been influencing Skull Kid to do all these nasty things. And when Skull Kid pretty much lost it when the 4 giants were coming, Majora saw him as weak and pretty much wanted to finish the job itself. So yeah. Alright, let's do this. Alright, Link, let's go! To the moon! Alright. And inside the moon is a surreal grassy field with a tree in the middle. Huh! Who'd have thunk? Well, anyway, here in this surreal place, there are 5 children. 4 of them will be running around wearing boss remains, and the 5th will be sitting at the tree with Majora's Mask. Now, we can talk to the Majora Kid right now to start the final boss, or, if you want, like I'm going to do, we can talk to each of the children wearing boss remains. And if we talk to each of the children wearing boss remains and do certain tasks and play with them, we can get a very nice reward that can make the final boss a joke. So, yeah. First, you want to talk to the kid wearing Alderwall's remains, and yeah, it is a nice weather. He'll ask us to be a salesman, and he will want a mask, and we have to give him one of the masks that is not a transformational mask. So yeah, one of these 20 ordinary masks that we have at present. So yeah, we give it to him. We'll play a game of hide and seek, and he'll teleport us to a mini dungeon. And this mini dungeon is reminiscent of Woodfall Temple. I mean, it even has the same music. Wow. So of course, we know the drill. Pull out the Deku Link's mask, and what we have to do is use Deku flowers to go from platform to platform. Now that doesn't seem too hard, doesn't it? We've done it so many times already. It should be second nature by now. So yeah, just wait for the right moment for the platforms to come around, then jump and go towards it. Alright. And then just go on to this cliff area right here so you can get on some stable ground. And then the second spinning flower platform, it actually has a wind mace on top that can knock you off if you are not quick enough to duck inside the flower. Now what you want to do here is try and aim for the yellow Deku Flower, because as you know, the yellow Deku Flower has a higher launch power. And we need that. So yeah. Just launch around here, get to the yellow flower, and duck in quick, because if you don't, you can get knocked off with the mace. Like here. And you have to start all over to get back to this point. Anyway. So yeah, let's try this again. Get to the yellow flower, duck quickly. That was close. And then at this point, launch toward this cliff right here. Because at this cliff is a heart piece. Yes, that's right. As you see here, I have 19 hearts in total. I can get up to 20. And the moon has the last 4 heart pieces of the game. Yay. Alright, now, at this yellow flower, do not use it to go towards the door. You will not make it. Trust me, you will not make it. Instead, use it to try and get back to the second spinning flower platform with the mace. And again, time your launches to coincide with the spinning, so that you can make it over to the yellow Deku Flower easily. And of course, at the yellow flower, now jump over around here, and you'll head towards the door. And inside the door will be the kid. And of course, you want to become human linked in order to talk to the kid. And of course, get a non-transformational mask ready, because he'll want it. Alright, we found the kid's playroom, and as you can see, it has a sky with wooden bottoms and a green carpet. So yeah. And of course, he'll want the mask. Yay. So let's give it to him. And of course, afterwards, he'll ask you a question about friends. And yeah, it's kind of philosophical if you really think about it, folks. And then before you get a chance to answer, you are warped back to the grassy field area. And when we go back towards the tree, you will find that the Alderwalk kid is gone. Disappeared completely. We'll never see him again. Yeah, so there are now 4 kids left. And what we want to do now is find the goat kid. Find the kid wearing goat's remains, because he's next. Alright, and that should be him right there. And of course, he'll pretty much spout the same dialogue the other kid mentioned about nice weather than being a mask salesman. So, again, we have to give him some masks. So, yay. Alright. This shouldn't be too bad. Let's give him some masks, and then he'll let us into his little mini dungeon to play with him. Play hide and seek. More? That's right, folks. He wants 2 masks. So give him 2 masks, and he'll let us in his little dungeon. So yay. And of course, this dungeon will be reminiscent of Snowhead. Actually, it's pretty much a Goron rolling thing. So pretty much what we have to do is get out the Goron mask so we can start rolling, and the goal is to roll along the paths here and try and make it to where the moon child is. So yay. And of course, we all know the drill by now. Again, this is second nature if you are familiar with the Goron mask. And folks, I did not mean for this to happen. I swear, I bounced backwards to the start. I did not mean for that to happen, so yeah. So yeah, the goal is to try and bounce off these open treasure chests to get us to our destination. And if we do it wrong, we will end up falling into the pit and starting all over again. So fun. Alright, here is how we're going to do it properly, folks. First, you want to roll into a ball until you get into spike form, and then let go of the control stick. Repeat, let go of the control stick. Let the momentum carry you along the pathway. If you touch the control stick, it will veer you off course, and you will fall into the abyss. Now, I could stop right here and go on to where the kid is, but if you want to get the heart piece, you want to continue along the pathway, and around here, you want to stop rolling because you want to get your bearings, and you don't want to fall off the pathway accidentally into the abyss, because you will have to start all over, and that sucks. So when you get to this area right here, make sure you're line yourself up good to start another roll. And don't mind the shaking, because we're not in any danger. So yeah. Alright. Just follow along the pathway. You'll bounce off the open treasure chest, and it should take us straight to the heart piece. No problem. And of course, this is the hardest heart piece to get in the moon, and it took me a number of tries to get to this area. A number of tries. So yeah. So to get to the kid from here, you can either fall off the abyss and start the whole path all over again, or you can just go this way, which will take you to right here. Stop here, because it'll take us to a wooden bridge that will take us through a gazebo, and it's from that gazebo where we can roll up and jump to the kid. Now that flashing circle thing here, that's actually like a warp thing, and if we touch it, it will take us back to the beginning of the track, and we do not want to touch it. So yeah, roll up to a ball once we get to this area right here to roll across this wooden bridge to jump to the door. You know, and the good thing about this area, no more 3-day time limit. Yeah, the clock below us is gone. We don't have to deal with time anymore. Hooray. So yeah. And of course, the kid's behind this door, and if he's anything like the other one, he'll want 2 masks. And as you can see, his room also has sky blue, but appears to be bigger, and appears to have like branches or something, and a red carpet. So yeah, he's going to ask you for 2 masks, so we have to oblige. Yay. And after we give him 2 masks, he'll ask us another question. Now he'll ask a question about what happiness is. So yay. See you in part 55.